the fourth old quick take. I'm here with my co-host Nicholas Todd. Hey, really, how you doing today?
Doing great, bro.
Okay, so today's topic comes from YouTube and our competitor Joe Rogan. So a news article came out saying that he was being censored by Spotify, and that they took down a couple of his episodes that's on YouTube, but weren't transferred over to the Spotify platform when he made the switch. So, what are your thoughts about this?
I mean, I've seen a couple of some of the controversial podcasts, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, I understand where they're coming from and all that, and it's just, I know it's just like one of the couple of the episodes that they banned was from Alex Jones,
Yeah.
and Alex Jones he himself is banned from Spotify
And he's
because
banned from everything. I mean, he's banned from Twitter and like Facebook and stuff.
so he's like a Trump.
YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah. This is way worse than that. I think he was banned for life or something. I don't know.
Dang, that's crazy. But yeah, like it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's not that crazy that Spotify, because Joe Rogan has like hundreds and hundreds of podcasts out there, man, with so many people, and I get that. Yeah, some of them are controversial, and I would understand that you wouldn't want some of that content on your platform. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm not too surprised that they didn't want everything on there.
So unlike ours, his podcast is more guest based, whereas us is just us two.
Yeah.
Like, and I kind of like it that way, where it's just we're super consistent. And when you're based off of that, like guests, you're gonna have people you might not like on. Like, you might think it'd be cool to meet them. They might be cool online, but once you meet them in person, you notice that they're not the best person in real life. And Alex Jones is one of those that like big conspiracy theorist guys where like he thinks everything's a setup.
Yeah.
Literally. I think he was right on one of the things. One of the big people. What was that one person that had their own island and was like having children there? Was it Weinstein? No, it wasn't Weinstein. Epstein. Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein. He was on top of that like a couple years ago, but it's like that's maybe 1 out of like 30 or something. his percentage ain't that good.
Yeah. I remember seeing like their latest episode. Like they did one not too long ago. He did one with Alex Jones not too long ago, but you could tell it was very
censored,
mellowed out, like how their conversation is, like what they were talking about, and pretty much Alex Jones is like, I'm getting death threats, I'm getting all these things being banned from everything. He's just like, I'm very emotional based, and he's all getting all worked up, and Joe Rogan's like, yeah, I believe you, man. I believe you. And it's just like, I would imagine like if you were to have guests like that are just like, I can't imagine if we had a guest on here that was
every
just
day,
like,
every episode would have different guests.
Well, that's what I think. Like, it's how you're saying like the consistency is good with just us two.
Yeah.
But if you were to include like somebody else, like every episode, you do not know how they're gonna react and how they're gonna be.
And our conversation flows, and once you add like another entity to that, it kind of like disrupts things, and it's like you don't know if they're gonna have like a good insight or like a good conversation.
They're gonna be racist or just like straight up hate us. Like, well, what are you doing here? Oh, I'm just here to talk shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that I dislike, just having normal conversations with people is like, I think my dad kind of does it too, where like he'll read the headlines and then he'll guess the rest of the story.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, oh. It's like they're trying to take her guns. It's like, no, Dad, they're not trying to take her guns. They're just trying to do a background check for you to get guns. That's it.
Yeah.
And my dad would be like, oh no, this like this. It's like, you only read the headline. You didn't read the full article.
So a lot. I feel like a lot of people are like that, man. And it's just like, you gotta get the details of everything, before you start saying things. And that's why I read this whole thing because I was like, okay, well, I don't really know what to talk about it. But,
yeah.
How would you feel like if you were to get like a platform like on Spotify, and if they tried to censor you, what would you do if they try to censor you? Like, say like we wouldn't be able to talk about like the mistreatment of natives. How would you feel if they wouldn't be able to?
I'm like, I'm walking away. I'll do the Dave Chappelle and just quit and start trying to start something new.
Like 30 years later, get my money. Oh man.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine being censored. Like, I don't think we say too much outlandish stuff outside of you kicking dogs.
That is pretty messed up. Hey, I live for protection. Y'all don't understand unless you live on the res.
Yeah, until you live the res, those red dogs try to check your ankles.
They eat people out there. You gotta understand this.
That's sad. I forgot there was a story about that. Yeah. You're that little kid?
Yeah, the little kid that got eaten by res dogs.
That's insane. I forgot about that. That was back when we were like
in high school.
Yeah, I think we were just fresh out of high school when that happened. That's so sad.
Yeah. That's why they have those Ninja Turtle memes. It's like a Ninja Turtle with his staffs, like when those res dogs run up on you, you're about to like whoop ass. But anyways,
that's just dark, to be honest, man. And you know, it's hard because you know, like I like dogs, but there's just like it just sucks that like people have dogs and they have puppies. They don't want the puppies and they just leave them at the stores. And that's how it all starts. And then you see a bunch of dogs running around.
It's because they had to survive, bro. When you're like when they're on that survival mode.
And it's like people care enough to feed them, but they don't care enough to take them home.
Yeah.
And that's the big problem.
I took a res dog home and he was the best dog ever.
Snowball?
No.
Well, no, Snowball was some pound, right?
No. He was puppy of an owner had puppies and they were giving out the puppies and I got that one. Jasper, you remember Jasper?
The one that climbed the roof?
Yeah, I had a dog that lived on the roof. So he was a res dog. Chillest dog, coolest dog ever. Until he got old and went a little crazy and we had to put him down. But other than that, though, he's the best dog ever. We need to get like a GoFund or Res Dog GoFundMe, you know, like adoption site. Adopt a Res Dog today.
Dude, my mom went to the store once and brought back a kitten. I was like, what? Did you just brought back a random kitten? And she was like, I don't know. I just walked in and the lady threw the kitten at me. And I was like, I didn't know what to do with it.
So like, you always see Res Dogs everywhere, bro. But when you see a Lakota come down to the Pinion Bashes, bro, and trying to look for a
puppy, okay, so we'll end that right there. Thank you for watching. We'll finish the story next time. Congratulations.